It is officially national season, and by request of Josh Hersmeyer.
The
What's his
Hirsch
last name,
man.
Chill?
The
Hirschman?
Hirsch man.
We need some in-flight entertainment for the upcoming national tournament, which is in 2 days. We are recording this on Memorial Day, and I think it's time for me and Chill to talk the old whirly ball one last time before nationals. So here we go. And welcome into What in the World East Edition, the real edition, the not so nice edition, the edition that people flame me on other podcasts because I make takes that are bold and say things that people aren't willing to say. But we're here, Chill. It's 2 days before
here.
nationals. It is almost that time, man. Are we are we excited or are we excited?
I mean, I'm excited. I'm not excited for this, 4-hour plane ride, but we're here. We'll live with it, and let's get ready to dive on into some Nationals takes, and we'll go from there.
That's it, man. So if you guys don't know, I am your host, Sully Ali Shaheed. I am joined, of course, by my main man, Chill Man, who is representing the New World Order in the A division this year, as I am representing the classic, the throwback, Cleveland C. Ordered the shirt straight from Amazon.com. 2-day shipping. Arrived here fresh.
You got that. You got that Prime.
Oh, you already know I got that Prime.
You got that Prime.
Baby. Come on. I'm gonna order them. I'm gonna order them for $15, and I'm gonna sell them for $20 at the center. Watch, make my profit. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into anything, Chill, it is Memorial Day, so as we honor and remember those that have served. So shout out to anybody that has known anybody or has represented any of our armed forces. We thank you for your service on this beautiful Memorial Day. Make sure to stay safe out there in your cookouts, your barbecues, or however you are choosing to remember the fallen. So thank you everyone for their service on this beautiful Memorial Day.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Yes, absolutely. And that is the last nice thing I'm going to say on this podcast. No, that's just not true. That's just not true. So a lot of exciting things. We got team names, we got schedules, we got all the shebang-a-bangs happening in the whirly ball community, and we are ready for Wednesday. Well, you are ready for Wednesday because you're playing on Wednesday. I'm not even playing on Wednesday. So I get to go and probably drop you off and just enjoy Seattle for a day. I might catch the game. They play the Nationals that night. So,
I don't even. You won't even be at the center by the time we play. You'll be just in the airport.
So I land at 1:30.
Oh, you land at 1:30 at this?
Yeah, I land at 1:30. I get the car at 2. So in theory, yes, I will be in attendance. I could be there, or I'll just pop on my phone and live stream it from. Whirly Freak is sharing Jeff Jackson's setup. Is that?
I think so. Either way, shout out to the people that are running the live streams. We thank you. The people that aren't playing, thank you. So, but yeah, I believe
plenty of ways.
Yeah, so I believe that. I believe that's what's going on. But
okay. Yeah, just want to make sure because, there's going to be a lot of people that aren't traveling this year, don't get the opportunity to play, that want to catch the live streams. And there is a multitude of ways to catch all of your favorite whirly ball players and whirly ball action in Seattle 2025 this year. So I think we went over it before, Chill. Minus, the city excitement that we get to enjoy. What are we looking forward to the most for our whirly ball trip?
For me, it's just playing against other A players and new people, playing against you guys at practice, for the past 5 months. It's great.
It's been a while, dude. These practices have been so crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, for me, and then again, seeing everybody and then enjoying the family reunion, as most of us call it. So, that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, that's our bastard side of the family, isn't it? These damn whirly ball players, man. Like, they are a unique bunch. Some
Yeah. Yeah, you got some fucked up uncles in there and cousins. You try to avoid at all costs, but we love them.
Yeah, there is no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Yeah, I mean, all the Seattle folks, you know what I'm saying? They're cool. I mean, like, I have zero problems with like seeing anybody, you know, but like just like at a family reunion, I tend to Irish exit real quick on people, you know. Like I love seeing everybody, but boy, you will not catch me at that center 90% of the time. I just can't do it. But just like you said, man, it's gonna be a different experience playing against different level players because you and chill or sorry chill you're chill and the dobies get to kind of have a different experience because like it's the inverse of what we get to experience, right? So like you guys are playing in the A division with a lot of talented, I mean everybody in volleyball is talented to a degree, but there's divisions for a reason, right? So you guys get to play against different A players, whereas we've already been playing against our A players. So like now we get to go against C players and it's a different world, right? So like I don't have to worry about Jarrett, 7'7" shooting over his ass, right? You extending your brother's quick scoop. I mean, Brad doing whatever he does with his no look pass and bullshit. The game is gonna be like at a 5-mile-an-hour pace. And no disrespect to any C players, no disrespect, but y'all ain't my boys. So I had to play against that for 5 months. And now I get to play against y'all. It's about to be raps, fam. It's about to be
Yeah,
raps.
I mean, the game should obviously be pretty slower, and then there's no Jarrett or I or anybody extending really to the degree we do in C, so you
Mm-hmm.
should be fine. But you guys will do well. Playing against us will help a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, you guys will go to shoot the ball and be like, "Man, that guy's kind of short."
Right. Or wow, how big is this window? I'm gonna. It's always the easy ones that are the hard ones, right?
No,
It was just like yesterday. It was just like yesterday in practice when I think you definitely got past me and then blew the bunny and you're like, it's always the easy ones. And I'm just like,
yeah,
yeah, like you can shoot through 5 scoops, but when there's a
yeah,
wide open bunny, it's the hardest
yeah.
shot in whirly ball.
Yeah. The shooting through 5 scoops, that's easy. That
Yeah,
wide open layup, oof, it's tough.
that's the worst. Percentages go down.
Yeah,
Percentages go down. But
that's so true.
before we get into the schedule, chill. I think I can recap a couple of housekeeping notes that Noah and Steve. Shout out to the What in the World, Seattle edition, the West Coast edition, the West Coast edition. Some housekeeping stuff, the no alcohol, outside, liquor license in jeopardy. They will not police you on bringing in outside food like some centers. Chicago.
Yeah, man, that was. Yeah, I couldn't even have like
A
a
Dunkin' Donuts coffee, bro. You got policed over Dunkin'.
that right.
Yeah. People just wanted their morning coffee and they went off on you. But Seattle, not so much. Y'all are good.
I mean, you always
Bring in
had
all
the
your
out.
stuff.
You could have just should have just had the outside coffee bar as well.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Marijuana is legal in that state. So just make sure you keep the weed smoking at least 25 feet away from the building. Be respectful. Just don't do it outside of the front doors and things like that. And yeah, that was basically it. They said they got some swag, a little bit of swag, a couple discount coupons that you should expect with your whirly ball bags. So that was pretty cool. And obviously, if you're an out of towner, make sure you pay your registration fee. To this moment, I have not because I
I
am lazy.
I paid it on Saturday. I didn't want
You're
to, but I did.
you're a good man. You're a good man. I still have
Yeah,
not broken out my wallet to do so. I mean, I will. I will. But yeah. I want to make sure like my team has done it because like Ricky's on my team, and you know how that dude is.
well, when Ricky's in bed with the guy,
You're right though,
Ricky could play for free. We don't know.
or we don't know, and
It's
I don't want to know.
Ricky. It's Ricky and Tom. So
Right?
like, Rick could literally be playing for free. We have no idea.
And nor do I want to know.
No,
Whoever he's
no.
in bed with is his business, and his business alone.
Tell
Okay.
you, Billy O is paid. He can't operate the computer, but Anthony paid it for
You. The O-line's got to stick together.
Yeah.
O-line's got to stick together.
So
So now that all the brouhaha is out of the way, I know some people came in early to enjoy the sights and sounds of Seattle. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them. I begrudgingly have to go to work tomorrow.
same.
Which, like, I don't understand why I didn't take off the extra vacation day. But that's neither here nor there, right? It's neither here nor there.
I'm just saving the 8 hours. It won't. It'll be easy.
Yeah, I feel the same way because I'm just gonna F off tomorrow anyway. I mean, I'll be honest. And I know no one at my job listens to my Whirly Ball podcast, so they can't call me out. And what are you gonna do? Tell HR? Anywho,
they'll tell you to tell on you.
Yeah, they tell me to tell on me. Yeah, exactly. The perks of the job, chill. The perks of the job. But let's get into it, man. So we got the schedule release. And we got, obviously, like I said, the team names associated with the schedule release. And before we get into the bullshit, let's get into something nice. Because as I did last year, I would like to award a special team that came up with the best team name. So if you are a member of this team that I'm going to announce as the winners of the best team name, a drink is on your boy Sully when you see me at Nationals. So make sure to pull me aside, tell me I'm a member of that team, and I got you. So, Chill, what do you think of the team names in general before we pick out the best team name? Are they original? Are they retro? What are we thinking of creativity in the Whirly Ball community?
I mean, I think they're pretty good. I mean, you got some old faithfuls in there, that's for sure. With the Outlaws, and then the vintage Cleveland C. So I mean, you got some retro names in there. You got, they're okay.
What do you think of teams that send out the same team name every year? So like the Cleveland Steamers, they're the Cleveland Steamers. There will always be the Cleveland Steamers. The Outlaws, there's another one. Perfect example. What do you think of switching names, or what do you think of changing it up every year?
I would like to have the same team name personally, but because that way you could just alter your design and color a little bit. I think it makes doing the shirt easier. I mean, obviously, I understand that some people can't have the same team name because obviously you're playing with new people every year. So
Teams change. That's right. That's right. Teams change.
I totally get it, but I would prefer to keep the same team name because I don't know. I'm just old school in that sense.
Yeah, I guess that's the primary reason why people do it is because team rosters do change. So, but again, and to your point, like you said, if there's the same team, I feel they should keep the same team name. And again, it makes designing the shirts a lot easier.
I think Minnesota with the Whirly Sirs, I believe they are a reoccurring name.
Yes, the Whirly Sirs. And just like everyone asks when we talk about Minnesota's team, is that the Jersey team?
I think that's the only C team they have, right?
I think so. Luke's team?
I believe it would be that team. So
let's say they are the Jersey boys.
Yes.
Good.
Excited to see what jerseys they be wearing.
I know. Like, was it last year or the year before they were rocking the Toon Squad ones?
I believe so.
That shit was hot. I will admit that was hot. When they broke out the Toon Squad, that was pretty dope. I'll give them some credit.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they can do. I mean, we've obviously seen them perform before. Chef Luke, cooking up in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
If I don't see a deadlift shrimp jersey out there, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off.
Bruh. Not the deadlift shrimp.
Yeah.
What about Rick Smits? We were watching the Pacers game last night, dropping some retro names.
I mean, I need some Sean Kemp.
Which one? Which Sean Kemp jersey?
Just get the Just give me the Sonics. I want the
Okay,
Sonics.
okay. Like represent the
Yeah,
old school
yeah.
Sonic one.
Represent. I want the
Yeah.
glove. I need the glove out there.
Oh, some Gary Payton. Oh man, we definitely need a Gary Payton jersey out there.
Yeah.
Definitely need a Gary Payton jersey. I'm in. I want to see if I can find a nice retro fit Sean Kemp jersey when we're out in Seattle.
Can I? Did Kevin Durant play for the Sonics before they left?
Did they already convert to the
That
Thunder?
I don't know yet. I don't remember.
We're gonna have to do some research on that. See a nice original KD jersey.
I think I feel like he played before they left.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Is there
If
any other
not,
retro Seattle Supersonics that we need to mention that Luke's team could represent?
I'm sure that people in the comments can people could throw some players in the comments.
Yeah.
But
Give them some suggestions before they get on the plane.
I hope the Whirly Sirs did their homework. I better see some Supersonics jerseys out there.
Right. Now they have some expectations.
Yeah.
Like they have expectations.
If not, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off.
Right. I mean, like we got Jay from Seattle spending, X amount of hours and money on his jerseys, team center stuff, and all that shit. We got Jared Doby's ordering $500 worth of shirts from like 5 different centers.
He literally has a box.
A box, chill. A box.
A whole ass box.
My team shirt came from Amazon.com. Like I don't care anymore. I just don't care. They're all different colors. I don't give a shit. But the New World Order shirts that we got last night were pretty slick.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Brad Dobies for doing the shirts. So kudos to you, sir. They are.
Yeah, even though
nice.
Brad Patinia did not give him permission to use the name for the team.
Is there going to be a cease and desist or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna come out in the court and it's gonna be like, guys, you gotta change your name, and like Patinia comes out like,
surprise, motherfucker.
You can't play. So that's gonna be interesting. We're gonna let him slide. I mean, speaking of expectations, again, before we get into the schedule and name off the winner of, let's do that first. And then we'll get into expectations. Chill, who has the best team name? In your opinion, who has the best team name?
I'm looking now at the schedule that we need to just absolutely tear into the ground. But
listen, before we tear the schedule apart, all right, I mean no harm to anybody that has done this schedule. Noah and anybody that has contributed to the making of the schedule. I know how painstakingly annoying it is to make a schedule.
Terrible. It's terrible.
But it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But
we'll get into that here in a second.
We'll get there.
All right.
But let's keep positive for right now. Let's keep positive.
I mean, we could each go with we should just go with our top 3 and then we'll pick one.
Oh, mine's already picked.
Oh, yours is already picked.
I rattled around in my head between several teams. So I will give you the top 3, actually. So I was feeling some chill squatch. Some chill squatch. Obviously, I got dirty in my mind and went with Plan C. That's the Texas C1 team. So Plan C was hilarious in my mind. And I do believe it's a Chicago D team. All smash, no pass. Those are definitely my top 3.
Dude, not the all pass, no smash. All smash, no pass.
All smash, no pass. So
does that mean
Chicago
D1?
That team, Chicago D1, yes. So does that mean that team just like rips it? Like as soon as they get the ball, they've never seen a screenshot that they will not pass up on. Like there are no taking advantage of 2-on-1s. Like nothing.
So my mind just went the dirty route.
I mean, yes, it's supposed to go the dirty route. I think that's what they meant. Howeuld
that means
could it be Whirly ball related?
No, I'm not taking it Whirly ball related. Not at all. No.
Okay.
That means they be banging everybody out here.
All smash, no pass. They're just like the Sonic. They're just like the Knuckles meme where like he's going through people and he's just like approved, approved, approved. That's that team.
Approved. Yeah. They don't care. They give everybody loving.
Oh, that should have been their team shirt.
just Knuckles.
Just the Knuckles meme going approved. Just all smash. I swear to God, if that's their shirts, I'm losing it.
Just has a line of women.
Yeah, just a line of women. Well, I don't. What? I need to find out who's on that roster because if there's a woman on that roster, I hope it's all dudes on her shirt.
All smash, no pass.
All smash.
I'm probably going with all smash, no pass.
I agree 100%. That is the best team name. Congratulations.
I did like the other one. I did like Plan C.
Plan C's hilarious.
I did like Chill Squatch. I did like Death by Taco.
Yeah, Death by Taco is another good one. Yep.
I did like Revival from Atlanta.
So and it's got a subliminal message to it. It's an extra meaning because the Atlanta boys are back. They're back, Chill. And we're excited to have them back. Just like the Miami boys, they're back.
They're back. Outlaws is always going to be a classic. The Outlaws will always win the Vintage Award for team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They better have some hats for sale.
You
always got to cop an Outlaws hat. Always. So congratulations to All Smash, No Pass. You have won the Best Team Name Award. And again, if you see Sully at the bar, be sure to meet me and a drink is on your boy. Chill. You ready for this, man? You ready for this schedule talk, man?
We're only bashing one day. Like let's be clear. We're only
bashing Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes. I mean, listen. They could probably give me some written explanation on why it is the way it is, but it makes no sense.
What? So there's a block schedule. For those of you who haven't seen it, there is a nice little website that you can download the PDF version of this colorful beauty right here. Thursday is effed. So, from my personal standpoint, so the C block, well, one of the C blocks start promptly at 8 a.m. And guess what? One of my teammates is not even going to be in the state at that time. So already not playing with him. And then we go all the way down to a block where my personal ass game is at noon. And then my black ass has to be back at the center at 8:05 to play another set of games. So I am first on and last off on Thursday. Make that make sense, Chill. Make it make sense. We are the first game on Thursday and the last game on Thursday. And yes, I am actually using my microphone now. So even when I get loud, it's going to sound just fine. So no one can bash me anymore about getting hype. I understand. It's a nice dichotomy between Chill and I. He's the calm one and I'm the fucking overhyped one. But guess what? I have a reason this time. How the fuck do you make a schedule that you look at and go, oh, this is fine, when one team is the first game on and the last game of the day? Make it make sense, Joe. Make it make sense.
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
I can't.
Oh, you can't? That's weird. Who thought this and printed this and sent this to paper and was like, yeah, this is fine.
Approved.
Yeah, approved. But Sully, you don't have to be back until 11 the next day. What the fuck? So that means first thing Thursday. I don't play at all Wednesday. At all. No games. Couldn't move those up. No. No games Wednesday. And
Thursday, you wouldn't have Ricky on Wednesday.
I don't give a shit about having Ricky at all.
That's true.
Let's make that very clear. Okay? Like, as a boss and as a friend, we know that I love the guy. As a teammate, it's completely different.
But comma.
But comma, regardless if I wouldn't have a teammate or not, because we were taking Ty and we're gonna be fine. All right, Ty's gonna play some C games, no big deal. But I got an 8-hour gap in between the last games that I played, which means basically I get to go out and do nothing, because right after that is the A block, which means my boys are still playing. So there's a little gap between B and when the D guys play. And I need to bring my black ass back and finish off the night. And then be back at 11 the next day. And guess what, Chill? That block's broken up too.
Oh, no.
Because there's this little block right here, and a little C. There's a little Cleveland C, right? There's that. And then we're all the way down here. So I got to wait out the entirety of the A block just to finish up. And guess who's the second game on Saturday? So I'm damn near last off Friday, last off Thursday, first on Saturday.
No, not at the schedule I'm looking at. I don't see you on Saturday. You don't play until 10:55.
Wait. I stand corrected. Wait, Saturday. Yep, you're right. So Saturday, I'll stop. My apologies about Saturday. I apologize. But those first 2 days are kind of fucked up, Chill. So
I only have a
break it down like a fraction.
I mean, like Wednesday's cool. We play against two Seattle teams. That's cool. No qualms there. Wait, is it two Seattle teams? Ripple and 4UP. Yep. And then yeah, I just don't get what the breaking of the schedule, what the point of it is. Because like we have a 4-hour gap or 5-hour gap. No, we'll call it 4. A little under 4. We have a 4-hour gap and then we play 3 more games. Why?
It doesn't. I mean, it beats an 8-hour gap like me.
It does. I just don't.
It does.
I just don't get the logic with why can't we just play 3 more games and move everything down and have it as a true block scheduling?
Yeah, this is not a true block schedule. It's all helter skelter. I don't understand
if
how.
If you want to break up the C guys, I get it, but why not?
Yeah, but even if you want to break us up, at least put us on a block. Put us all the way up top and don't have any like some other C teams be done. And then the rest of the C guys that didn't play the early block can play the late block. There is zero reason for my team to be first on and last off in the same day. Zero reason.
I agree.
You're working me into a shoot, Chill. I'm a little pissed off.
The Whirly Sirs, I think, have the same thing.
Oh, they're first on, last off?
They are not only are they first on, last off, they are first on, last 2 games off.
They sure are. Yeah, on one court, then they got to jettison to the other one.
And then the one Seattle team plays 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
But it looks like that Seattle team doesn't play early, or they play 1 game early. So 1.
I got nothing, man.
So
I got nothing.
So that one Seattle team looks like they only play 1 game early. And then they have to come back. They have to be there at night and play like. Yeah, so that one Seattle team literally plays 4 games at night, but 1 game early.
I mean, and again, controversy indeed. Again, I'm seeing on Friday my last game in the afternoon. Not last game. So no, there's a 4-hour gap between the last game in the afternoon and then the next game, which is at 3:50, and then there's an entire C block. So I mean, I'm okay with that, but it would be different if you A guys would just shift up and the C guys shift down, and then just put them all together. Because there's a 4-hour gap between divisions.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
mean, I'm sure there may be some logic to it, but
And there may be some adjustments, so some of this may be mute. But again, the biggest gripe, there's no way in any realm of possibility that a team should be first on, last off. Ever. When has that ever happened, Chill?
I don't know. It's probably happened before.
Yeah, no one has bitched about it like me, apparently.
Yeah. I just don't like sitting for 4 hours and then playing 3 games. But okay.
Yeah. That's rough. What else do you have to bitch about the schedule, Chill, before I move on to some more positive stuff?
I think everything else is fine. Like for A, everything else is fine. You know, there's the the unlimited teams get a practice game. That's cool.
That's
Then we do
fine.
the then we do the group picture, and then unlimited is cool. I mean, everything else is cool. I mean, as you can see there, we're running C and B playoffs first on Saturday.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. And then A and D playoffs on Sunday, which is cool. So, no, really. My biggest bitch is just Thursday, but whatever. That's how it goes. Like I said, I don't want to do the schedule, so if this is what I got to live with,
like, I don't want to do it.
so be it.
That's fair. That's a fair point. Like, listen, I don't want to fucking do it either, but
I mean, it is what it is. So, only one Seattle team has to play after sitting for 4 hours. Huh. Weird.
Let's just think about that for a second while we dwell. Who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, we have to play 3 games. Only one Seattle team out of the 3 has to play once.
Anywho,
laser focused after sitting for 4 hours, you too have to play 1 game. Actually, their sit is longer. They got to play.
Jesus!
They got to play at 8:30. So they literally will be sitting 5 hours.
I got nothing. I'm gonna let it go. Let's get to some fun topics. Let's do that. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. Do you think that if we wanted to recreate the name of another team, would we have to ask for copyright from that team?
No.
So let's say I wanted to go into next year, regardless of division, regardless of team, and rename my team the Flick of the Wrist. Do I have to ask the Atlanta guys?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I mean, you could be courteous, right? But
be courteous.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure people have accidentally taken other team names. Pretty sure that happened.
New World Order.
We had it first in leagues.
I don't know. Did the years sync up where they played it at nationals? You guys played it in leagues?
I think we had it first. I can't remember.
Controversy. All right. Anywho, I'm going to name off a couple teams in each division, and they're going to be, well, I don't want to say like not favorited to win, but any team can win any division at any time. So let me just preface that with that. But I'm going to name a couple teams, and I want you to give me the X factor of that team for the key to success for them potentially winning their division. Does that make sense? So I'm going to name you a team, Hopefully you remember some of the people on the roster.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to ask you to give me their key to success. Okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's start in the D division.
Oh, God.
Where most of the unknowns happen. Most of the unknowns happen. What is the key to success for the mixed D4 team, the Tri-City All-Stars, which features 2 members from Cleveland? What is their key to winning the D division?
The key for them winning the D division is how well can they gel. These are going to be 5 people who have never played together. These are 5 people that are going to get out there and going to have to figure it out during seeding. There's no practice time for these individuals. Can they find some sort of, what works for them? Who does what? They do have a Gill on the team, so probably just get that. They probably get that guy the ball.
We don't know anything about this guy except his last name, Chill.
Just get that guy the ball. Let's just assume, right?
Just give the ball.
Let's just assume, right?
Right.
No, I again here, it's how well can they gel? When they hit a rough patch, will the team rise up, or will they start getting mad at each other? That team is a little bit on the younger side with some of their people.
Yes, very young.
Will the maturity level?
So, would it be advantageous to them to either have a mentor as a coach? I don't know who's going to coach that team. Maybe it's Mr. Gill. Maybe it's someone else that wants to get involved with this team. But would it behoove them to actually meet before seeding and sit down and talk before you get on the court?
Well, when one of their teammates is missing their first 2 games on Wednesday, that doesn't help.
Let's dwell on that as well. I guess that is a detriment to the gelling of the team now, isn't it?
That is a detriment. I'm trying to get the games moved if possible.
Right. It's the same for us. Like I said, Rick and Sean Morad are on that same flight. So
they are. We apologize on behalf of the Morads for coming in on Thursday.
Right. No, they don't need no damn apology. You fucking get in on Wednesday. I just want to save a couple bucks. Don't have to stay that extra night in the hotel.
Rick be struggling. Rick be struggling for money. He'd be struggling.
Oh. Oh my God. What are you talking about?
What did he say?
You struggling for Ricky? Okay. You're right. My bad. I didn't know he was going through it. My bad.
He sold the center for pennies on a dollar.
Pennies on the dollar. The dollar. All right. Well, let's move on. I'm going to give you 2 teams from the C division. Their keys to success. How can this team win a C banner for their center? Chili, I give you Chicago C2, Frank and Beans. How are they going to win C? Keys to victory.
I'm gonna need the roster for that one.
Bring up the roster while I give you the second one I want you to comment on. And that is, the roster of this team, the Cleveland Steamers. How can the Cleveland Steamers win the C division?
All right, as I'm bringing up the roster, so just bear with me here for Franks and Beans. But the Steamers, the Steamers, the team that I'm coaching.
Well, yeah, you got to give us the insider information,
Yeah,
you got to give us that. You got to give us the juice. You got to give us the sauce.
Not the juice. I got to fix.
I need the sauce. I need the juice. I need all that.
All right, I got to fix my camera. All right, so the team that I'm coaching, can their coach get them ready to play? It's on me. No, no. I think their keys to success. It's going to be a couple different things, right? They need to limit their turnovers. I think they do have a tendency for turnovers. They do have a uh, so again turnovers, rebounds. I
Oh
think we
man,
both
yeah,
can
they are
agree.
a piss poor rebounding team. That is
I
true.
mean, their rebounding ability is a little we'll call it sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that could be any team. And at the end of the day, can they come together? Can There are two people on that team that do have a little they have a little friendly banner back and forth trying to so can those two keep it under wraps and be friends? Um, and then for them, can they put ball in bucket? Can they
Yeah.
be able to put ball in bucket? I mean, they're a solid defensive team. Um, but can the offense get clicking?
Mm-hmm.
So turnovers, rebounds, ball and bucket. That would be my keys to success for them. So
Okay. Okay.
uh, I'm still
And how are
trying
you
to.
feeling about Franken Beans, a Chicago team? Because they have to
I'm,
go against the favorited Chicago team, who's apparently going to go undefeated. So they have to beat them at minimum. How do they beat them?
so this is the
Or
this
should the
is.
entire C division just quit because another team's going to run the train anyway? So, like, why are we even going? Should I cancel my flight now?
Don't cancel your flight because there's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure on them. I am just looking for the roster. Do apologize to Franks and Beans because I don't fucking know. All right,
I mean,
so
we don't know rosters off the top of our head, so it's okay to
all
go on
right,
the old
so
Facebook.
so this looks like the team that does have the women of Chicago on it.
Mm-hmm.
Their keys to success. All right, let's take a look. Uh, so I think for them, it's gonna kind of be the same thing for the Steamers. They're gonna need to limit their turnovers. They're gonna need to be able to put ball in bucket. Um, Again, they do. Just taking a look here.
I need an X factor, chill. I need some who is gonna put the ball in the bucket? Who should be who should we be weary of on this team? That's gonna put the team on their back for this squad.
Who's gonna put the team on their back?
Who's gonna do it?
Well,
Because
I
again,
know.
it's the
Well,
wonderful
I
women of Chicago.
well I know Sarah Doherty is the best Doherty in the house in their household.
Oh, that's not even a competition.
Yeah, so I do know that. I mean, but her husband's gonna go undefeated in C, so I don't know how that's gonna play
That's a
because that's to be.
weird dichotomy, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
something's got to give, right?
something's got to give,
Something's got
or
to give.
something's got to give.
Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Let's just make Sarah Doherty the X Factor.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
Let's make her the X Factor here. But
She is
no, I
coming
mean
off a championship last year, right?
she is.
Yeah. So there's some championship pedigree being added to the squad. So yeah, I like that answer as an X factor. I like that. I could definitely get behind that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. You are whipping that camera's ass. You good?
I'm
All
I'm doing some things. I'm doing some things here.
right, fair. Okay. Well, Sarah Doherty, X Factor, and Franken Beans, can they take it home? Moving on to the B division. Four
Who's
Seattle
your
teams.
for you? Who's your Steamers X Factor?
The Steamers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Josh. He'll shoot you in or shoot you out. Period.
Do people
If you
know
can line
Josh?
him up in the middle of the court,
I wonder if
train
people in
him.
the I wonder if people in the community do they know Josh Hirschman?
They know now because I mean, every team stinks. So no matter what team you post, your team stinks. So I mean, but if they don't know about Josh, they're gonna learn today. So, but no, I mean, if they can rotate well, I think they'll be well off. And again, like you said, they give up a lot of second chance points, because they're piss poor rebounders. They stink at it.
There's
But
no there's no Dennis Rodman on that team.
No, they cannot rebound a fucking no, they suck at rebounding. But other than that, I mean, again, Josh will shoot you in or shoot you out. 100%. He's the C division Chris Flores. Listen, he's gonna put the team on his back and shoot you in or shoot you out. He is the reason you lost or you won. It's him. Period. You like that one? That's Josh Flores right there.
Josh Flores. Oh my god.
I'm glad you appreciated that one.
Can he even speak Spanish?
I highly doubt that.
Same.
I highly doubt it. But I don't know. There's not a lot of all or nothing players in Whirly Ball, right? Like, I mean, Flores stands out as he's shooting you in or shooting you out. That's the guy, right? Can we think of any other examples like that?
I think back in the day, a couple of years ago, you'd probably say Timmy would shoot you in or shoot you out.
Oh, yeah, that's another good one. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Timmy's up there. Yeah. Huh. We'll roll that around in our head. But again, B division. 4 Seattle teams that you have to deal with Miami, Chicago, and Texas being the other 3 representatives. As far as May 26th, I don't know the 5th member of that Texas team. So, did any updates on that? Because I offered, I offered, but I didn't hear anything back. I'm gonna take my offer back.
Not that I know of.
So I won't ask about that team, but I will ask you about the Miami Outlaws.
The Outlaws.
Their return to the game.
Dale!
Para aquí!
What? Para aquí!
And you know the members of that team. So what is the X factor? What is the keys to victory? How can Miami take home a B banner this year?
How well does Nan shoot? Not playing. He is obviously he's one of the best shots in Whirly Ball. He's got a great shot. How long will it take him to knock off the rust? Can he knock off the rust?
Right.
So and then obviously with them driving will be a little bit tough. Again, it's just especially they're still playing with Carl, right? Too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Ben Hanna will be a huge help to them. But it's going to be how well can Nan shoot, and what that looks like. So it'll be cool to watch. But
yeah, they're always a good breed of Whirly Ball, that's for sure.
Yeah. So how well can Nan shoot, and then can they play just about this much of defense?
Oh, just a modicum of defense is all they need.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. You getting a dap? You dap up?
Yeah, I had to dap up my girl. What do you want me to do?
Dap up? Yeah, can they play defense for a couple possessions? A couple.
Okay, just a couple, and just give Nan
just a couple.
top of the key, because he ain't playing no defense. So get that out of your brain.
No.
Get that out of your head right now. Okay.
So Nan can fall into that. I'm going to shoot you in. I'm going to shoot you out.
I was going to say, I think he falls in that category. I'm shooting you in or shooting you out. Simple as that.
You may have a teammate that's similar.
Billy. There's a phrase at the center, and it's called Billy Ball. Billy will shoot you in or shoot you right the fuck out of a game. We've lost plenty of games because of that man. We've also won plenty of games because of that man.
It's got to be. It's got to be in the name, right? Billy.
Yes, it's got to be a Billy thing, right?
It's got to be a Billy thing, right?
Like you've practiced with us for the past 5 months. How many times have I been coming down as the fourth guy with the entire side of the court to myself and demanding the ball, waving there with my fucking nutsack out of the damn cart, and this dude is shooting between 5 scoops instead of just, here you go. Oh, you're wide open? That's cool.
But
No.
but Sully, he had a window.
But Sully, he had a window. Okay. All right. Let's let me
Or
give
when
you
he-
2-8.
Or
Go
when he
ahead.
gets blocked, it's because they're extending.
Extension.
We're extending. We're
Him or Ricky. Him and Ricky. You get blocked, you extend it.
They sound like the rest of the country. They're extending.
Did they call it?
We're not gonna act like Clint Fisher or Driscoll don't stand about 10 feet out their car.
Driscoll don't know what the seat is. Like that seat is there for show. That dude is always extending.
I'll stop extending when we call offensive extension.
Listen, if I'm reffing any Michigan game and Kalen shoots, I'm calling offensive extension. He's got the biggest jump shot in Whirly ball. Why your ass got to lead a seat every time you shoot? Why? Why? Tell me. Explain.
Hey man, leave your cousin alone.
That's my family, so I get to talk about them. If there's anybody that gets to talk shit about Austin and Kalen, it's me. Okay? Jump shooting ass motherfucker. I'm gonna give you 2 A teams, chill.
All right.
And I need a way they can win A. I need to know. How can the Atlanta Revival win A?
The way they can win A, Jacob is going to have to play well. His first year in A, playing in probably one of the toughest environments to play in. Going to Seattle. Can he do enough? I mean, obviously the other 4 are really good with Kyle, Mears, Batenya, and Beckett. But they can't make up for him in A. It's just hard. So again, without, they don't have a center either. So they will come in with some some rust, but they'll get rid of it pretty quick in driving. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's going to kind of just hinge on Jacob. I mean, we obviously know they got a lot of guys who could put ball in bucket.
Oh yeah.
Mears is obviously going to be really good driving those cars. They're going to be a really good team. But it's really going to just fall on, can Jacob give them enough, that they need to get them over the hill?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like that answer. That's really good. How can the New World Order win A? I'm putting it in your hands now. How can your team win A?
How can we win A? Well, I think we need to be a little bit taller on defense. We're pretty short back there.
What did he say?
You wanna talk to me about that height thing on defense? Can you elaborate?
No,
but you got a bunch of Jay Fanias back there on defense, little tiny guys.
Yeah, I think Patrick
with weapons in their pocket. Apparently,
he's got a knife. He's from Jersey.
He's from Jersey.
Jersey. Jersey. No, but seriously, for us, it's just gonna probably just do the little things. Transition will always be key. Wall high be key. Driving we'll be big there. You know, we won't have as much of a driving disadvantage as most of the other centers. I mean, we will, because Seattle, obviously, it's still Seattle and it's their cars.
Yeah, it's minor adjustment. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
Minor.
you know,
Yeah.
all of us can put ball in bucket.
Mhm.
You know, can we just catch back up to the speed of the game for A? And then it'd be good. You know, just basically do the little things. You know, cover that and try not to get walled in our key and
Oh, brother. Don't
let's,
bring up those repressed memories.
but it's going to be good. You know, just rotating quick, transitioning quick, keep the court awareness high, put ball in bucket. You know,
Good.
so can the other shooters carry as well? Uh, so
Yeah,
it'll
absolutely.
be fun.
It'll be fun. That's all that matters at the end of the day, Chill, is that we have fun, right? We're here to have fun. We're here to have fun. I have to keep reminding myself, even though I'm the first game on, the last game off on a fucking day, but I'm here to have fun, right? Here to have fucking fun. Sorry. It's a lot of censors. They gotta make sure that I don't curse that much.
We're the mean edition. We don't have centers.
Yeah, fuck right. You're right. Chill, I think we need a quick recap. Because if you didn't tune into the last episode, you may not have heard me because of my microphone issues. However, they've been rectified. I think we need a recap of who we chose to win every division real quick before we get into the last controversial topic of the day, which will be a quick one. It's more of an opinionated one, but a quick one. But we need to recap the winners of each division. Who do you got in D? You got D3, Seattle Team Orange. Only stands Seattle D2, D1, the average Joes. That Tri-City All-Stars team. The winners of the game of the team name, all smash, no pass from Chicago. And Wiffle Stompers, Texas D1. Who are you taking?
I went with the Tri-City. I went with the Mixmo team. I went with our boys.
I'm in lockstep with you. I'm in lockstep. We're going to go put it on the books. We're going to bet the Tri-City All-Stars to take D. In C, of course, Chicago represented by who's going to sweep the entire tournament anyway, Death by Taco,
That's what I
Frank
heard.
and Beans. Right, we don't even need to name off the rest of the teams, right? We can just move on to B.
Allegedly.
All right, for argument's sake, Frank and Beans, the women, and I think Dalton's on that team, right? Is he rolling with them again?
No, he's with Seattle.
He's rolling with Seattle. Seattle team.
Sir.
Okay, right. We got the two Seattle teams, the Untouchables, the Narwhals. Of course, two Cleveland representatives, Cleveland C, classic. Cleveland Steamers. From Minnesota, you got the Mean Things. I'm sorry, from Michigan, you got the Mean Things. And from Minnesota, of course, Chef Luke and the Whirly Sirs. Who you taking in C?
So I believe for this one, I picked a Chicago-Cleveland final.
You did. Yes, you did. But who's taking the gold?
Taking the gold.
Who's bringing the banner? Who's bringing the banner?
I'll just be a homer here. I believe one of the Cleveland C teams is bringing it home.
Nothing wrong with being a homer, Chill. There's nothing wrong with being a homer.
Yeah.
Because once again, we are in lockstep. And of course, I am taking my own goddamn team, the retrofitted Cleveland C. Because I got 80 plus years of experience on my team, man. You can't beat that. Between two players. Don't forget that.
We have a combined age of more than 120.
Oh! The B teams, Seattle sending 4, Lazy Sunday, Wu Crane Clan, Chill Squatch, Stick Jockeys, and Miami bringing the Outlaws back. Whirl from Chicago, and the A team is actually AB team from Texas. Who you got? Who's taking B? Who's taking the banner?
Who's taking the banner?
Who's taking the banner?
Who's taking the banner? I believe with this one, did I roll? I think this one I did go with the B3. So it would have been Justin DeWitt, Kiefer, Vaughn, Gage, and Stan. I believe they will.
Stan!
I just kicked
Just kick Stan.
Stan. I believe in the finals they would be playing against the B2 team with Steve Vogt, Jeff Jackson, Brandon Stewart, Adam Miller, and Sean Etchinson. I believe is what I picked.
Who's winning it?
I'll go with B3. DeWitt, Kiefer, Vaughn, Gage, and I just kicked Stan.
Chili, we have to stop agreeing on things because I too am selecting Chill Squatch. So we're moving over to A, representing Seattle sitting 3 teams, the Ripple Effect 4 up, laser focused, Michigan 3-1-3, and the Crash Outs. Of course, your team, the New World Order, Atlanta bringing back the Revival, Spare Parts from Texas. What an apropos name, right? And Blood in the Water from Chicago making their A debut. Who's taking A? Chile.
So this one, taking us out of it, because I did take us out of it.
You're playing.
I did. So
I mean, you're in.
I know, but still, I'll take us out of it. So this one, I believe, I had a Joe Tiffany's team against the other Michigan team, which is Doug, Zach, your cousins, and Ben Heisel. I believe was my final.
It's a good team. It's a good fucking team.
And then if
they're all good teams. They're all good teams.
The homer pick in me said we'll be playing Joe Tiffany's team in the final.
There's nothing wrong with the homer pick. Ever. And again, I mean, I'm representing whoever Raphael's representing because this man always freaking wins A somehow. So whatever team Raphael's on, that's who I'm taking. It's Raphael's team.
It's Raphael's team.
It's Raphael's team. So I'm just going to go with Raphael on this one.
Wherever
he's playing, he's winning.
Raphael is actually on Noah's team, and they got some bum ass guy named James Gill.
Oh yeah. About that.
James is playing on Noah and Raphael's team. They could be co-captains.
That's fine as long as James Gill knows his role. It's Raphael's team, right?
Yeah.
Play the background. All right. Congratulations to the Hall of Fame, being the greatest of all time. Whatever. It's 2025, and it's Raphael's team.
Yeah.
Fucking deal with it. I like all those selections. Speaking of Hall of Fame, Chill, I think we got a quick take on how we feel about a certain inclusion and exclusion of the Whirly Ball Hall of Fame. As I do believe every year we send in a new member of the Hall of Fame. And for years, they've been a controversial one in the Hall of Fame. You want to break that down for me?
I mean, like, we don't have enough time to really get into my true thoughts and feelings on this.
It can be the linchpin for another podcast. So when we return from nationals,
I think it's definitely the linchpin. But
yeah, we will return from nationals with fresh thoughts, recaps, and more controversy we can stir up because we got to keep this thing going.
I just don't. I think the Hall of Fame needs to be reworked. I don't have a problem with anybody who's in the Hall of Fame, so don't get that twisted. I think everybody's worthy of being in there except for one person, and it's actually from our center. But I just don't agree with the way it's set up. I don't agree with how it's voted. You're basically telling me if nobody knows anything about Whirly Ball and they just look at the Hall of Fame, you would just think it's Seattle and Michigan players playing in it. Are we going to act like that? Nobody from Texas belongs in the Hall of Fame. We're going to act like nobody from Atlanta belongs in the Hall of Fame. I mean, we certainly have a lot of better older players back in the day who helped Michigan get their start. We're going to act like they they don't belong. We and again, I'm not taking a shot at this, but like they all suddenly created the Lifetime Achievement Award. There are people that get that award. There are people that definitely get that award in the Hall of Fame. But I mean, again, here I'll just say it. Are we going to act like that Billy O doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame?
You get no qualms from me, sir.
Regardless if he's my dad or not, like, are we going to really act like that dude doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame? Really?
My dad, bro. My
Really?
dad.
Really? I mean, again, we're going to watch another Seattle or Michigan player go into the Hall of Fame. We're going to act like Gary from Texas doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame?
That's another good one.
We gotta act like Brad Batenia, who was Atlanta's like best player for however the fuck long,
God knows how long, right?
doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. Like, we're telling the history of Whirly ball without people from Texas, Atlanta, Cleveland, eventually Chicago.
Sure.
It's just
Yeah.
Seattle, Michigan players. It again the way it's done.
There's a sprinkle of Cleveland. There's Ricky and Junior, which that's who you were alluding to. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah,
Junior does not belong in the Hall of Fame. He's done
100%.
absolutely nothing to deserve that. He was just old, and that's why you put him in. He did nothing for the sport. He did nothing to elevate it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Ricky, he is Rick's cousin.
Yep, that's it. And Ricky is a Hall of Famer.
Correct.
For business reasons. And, there's some player accolades as well. But Junior no effing way.
Junior should have the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Without question. If you've been playing the game for X amount of years, that is an award that you deserve. Period.
Period.
Little Dave got it last year. He deserved it.
But also
and recognizing him is perfect.
But also, like, little Dave plays the game for fun.
He does. And he has a lot of fun playing it.
And he has a lot of fun playing it. And that man, and the biggest smile playing it. And that's great. There are people that should get that award. I mean, there are people that went into the Hall of Fame that didn't give a fuck they were going into the Hall of Fame. Like, we're voting in current players.
Yes.
Which is great. But if we're voting in current players, why shouldn't the current players not have a vote? Or why should not representatives don't have a vote? You mean to tell me people in the Hall of Fame know what these people are actually doing and playing?
Right. Right.
So do we want to take a guess on who may go into the Hall of Fame this year?
Insert Seattle player here.
Yeah, I would assume it's Joe Tiffany, right?
I mean, if Jeremy got in last year, it's got to be Joe Tiffany at this point, right?
I would think so. Unless if there's some Seattle fucking Illuminati that's keeping them out.
The Illuminati!
But again, are we gonna sit here and act like a Texas player? Like I said, how is Gary not on the Hall of Fame? After all the shit he's done for the game? Are you fucking kidding me? Again, man.
Yeah.
What? It's just bullshit. It's all pure bullshit. The way it's done is bullshit. Like, it is.
It's another thing in Whirly ball, just like Unlimited, that we're gonna have to reevaluate. I mean, like I feel, and it's a great time to do it because as the sport grows, like the amount of change that we've incurred from like just 7 or 8 years ago, with the live streaming, with podcasting, with different centers opening, different opportunities to go to nationals through a different center. Like, we're gonna be in Minnesota one year, and that's cool. Like, as we grow as a community in all these different avenues, I feel like the integrity of the game and things that are attached to it need to be evaluated as well. So,
yeah,
Unlimited is one of them. The Hall of Fame is another one.
Yeah, and again,
let's do it.
Again, here, you don't need to win the biggest prize in your sport to be in the Hall of Fame. We can name X amount of athletes who never won Super Bowl, NBA championship.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of
so
course.
Again,
but they're in the Hall of Fame.
but they're in the Hall of Fame. It should be a requirement. I get it. Seattle and Michigan often will have the best players. I get it. Or that's at least how it was in the past. I get it. But again, it's not like the NFL when they're voting for the Hall of Fame is like, well, I guess we're just going to put in the entire Kansas City Chiefs.
Right. I mean, there's a prerequisite for the NFL. You got to be gone out the sport for 5 years before you even think about you.
Right.
We're putting people in the Hall of Fame in their prime.
Literally in their prime.
In their prime, they're going into the Hall of Fame. Tell me the logic behind that. Like, let's put Patrick Mahomes in the Hall of Fame right now. Actually, let's do it 3 seasons ago, even though he's just entering his prime. That's what Whirly Ball does.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, the system's broke.
Make it make sense.
The system's broke. I don't want to take away anything. Again, everybody who's in the Hall of Fame belongs there, minus who we discussed earlier. Jr. Yep. But again, here the way it's voted, and again, it's just the good old boy system. If you're not part of the group, you're not in. If you're not part of the group, you're not in. So again, if anybody in the Hall of Fame wants to come up to me and have an honest discussion about it, come find me.
Facts.
But I can't tell you the number of Seattle players and people in general who thought Billy O was already in the Hall of Fame.
And you'd be wrong.
And you would be wrong.
Oh, Lord. Well, before we get fired up for another 45 minutes, I think, again, that deserves an honest discussion on a different version of our podcast, probably post-nationals. We can bring some stuff like that up so we can just go on and on and on and on and on about it, because we totally can. But you and I have been conversing for about an hour or so. I think that's going to provide enough in-flight entertainment for those with shorter flights, not for us because our flight is 5 hours. So we might have to listen to several different podcasts on the way. But I hope that we have a fun, safe trip to Seattle, an enjoyable time at Nationals. Those who are competing, we wish you all the best of luck. Unless you're not on my team, then fuck the rest of you, actually. I don't really care. No, but that's not seriously. But I look forward to seeing everybody and just having a good time in Seattle. Chill, any closing thoughts before we go ahead and get on up out of here?
Excuse me. Everybody safe travels. So again here, man, safe travels from wherever you're traveling from. However you're traveling, if you're doing, plane, car, train, if you're local, even if you're local, safe travels.
Yeah. Because us out-of-towners don't know how to drive. So
facts.
You might get hit on the sidewalk.
Right. Since this is Memorial Day, again, thank you for those who have served. Thank you for your service.
Yes, 100%.
Again, if you're having a cookout today, have fun, eat a lot of food, enjoy your families, your friends.
Yes.
But again, man, safe travels for everybody going to Seattle. Can't wait to see y'all. We love y'all, and we'll see you soon.
Hell yeah. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and close it up. And Nationals time. It's almost here. 2 days. Let's get it.
Peace.